Γεια σε όλους σας, είναι ο JohnyThan εδώ και καλώς ήρθατε πίσω στο To The Moon. Την προηγούμενη φορά, παιδιά, θυμόσασταν, είχαμε πάει στο παρελθόν του Johnny και έλεγε ότι η River ήταν λίγο περίεργη που ήταν με αυτόν το πλαδίποδα και νομίζουν ότι είναι σαν εξωγήινος ή κάτι τέτοιο. Μετά εμείς ξυπνήσαμε και πήγαμε πάλι στο μέλλον του Johnny και του συζητήσαμε το τι έγινε στο παρελθόν του. Και εμείς τώρα προσπαθούμε να φτιάξουμε το παρελθόν του και να το κάνουμε καινούριο. Γι' αυτό ας συνεχίσουμε εκεί που μείναμε. Εδώ είναι η συνέχεια. Πάμε. Απλώς κοιτάζουμε το παρελθόν του, αν έχει αλλάξει κάτι. It's the same thing here as well. And usually there's at least some change. Something isn't right. There's memories that feel more than just have been happening again. They aren't exactly the same. Τι εννοείς? That's impossible. The sir was transformed them, was it not? It was. Τι έγινε, κάτι δεν πάει καλά τώρα. Let's turn and check. Οπότε ναι, πρέπει να κοιτάξουμε τις αναμνήσεις τους. Οκ, κάτι δεν πάει καλά μου φαίνεται. Δεν νομίζω ότι φτιάξαμε καλά το παρελθόν του. That's a little too early. Let's enter. Okay. Εδώ έχουμε ξαναέρθει. Οκ, ναι, εδώ έχουμε ξαναέρθει. Εδώ πέρα. Πρέπει να μάθουμε το παρελθόν του τι έγινε. Okay, this isn't right. Γιατί? How could everything be the same? Let's confirm it. We need his last accessible memories. Ώστε πρέπει να... όλα τα... Μισό λεπτό. Δεν τα καταφέραμε να αλλάξουμε το παρελθόν τους. Προσπαθούμε να τα αλλάξουμε το παρελθόν τους και όλα αυτά παραμένουν ακόμα ίδια. Τι πάση. Okay, this isn't the same getting as he real last memories. This is the same settings as his real last memory. I'm not too crazy about where this is going. Johnny, είσαι εδώ, φίλε? Johnny, προσπαθούμε να σε βοηθήσουμε με το μέλλον σου για να πας στο φεγγάρι. Οκ, αυτά είναι πολύ κακά πράγματα. Όπα. Είναι ολόιδιο. Σωστά. Johnny. Ναι, είναι ολόιδιο. What a pleasant surprise. We don't get many visitors around here. Ναι, είναι ολόιδιο. Deja vu again. My name is Dr. Eva Roselian, and this is... What? I'm not saying it twice. Dr. Neil Wants. Are you familiar with this ancient leak? Oh, are you two from the agency? How convenient. I've just been thinking of calling you. Lily, get some tea, please. Lily? Άρχισανε πάλι. Σταμάτα τον. Freeze him too. Ωραία. Τώρα, well, wait here. I'll go send the signal again. See if there are any changes. Να δούνε αν θα υπάρχει καμιά αλλαγή τώρα. it transformed it for sure. Any changes? Not even a hair. How could this be even? If his desire doesn't work alone, why is there no change at all? Καλή απάντηση. Prefer. It just needs some provocates to activate. From his early memories, the earliest we can get to. Let's go. Ώστε, μισό λεπτό, δεν μπορούμε να ανταλλάξουμε το παρελθόν του. Δεν είναι καλό να αλλάζεις το αλλού το παρελθόν. Μπορεί έτσι να πάθει κάτι περίεργο τώρα, δεν ξέρω τι. Οκ, ναι, εδώ είμαστε στα παιδικά τους χρόνια. Johnny deserves to go to the moon. Might need some simulation to be brought up. Well then... Moon? Τι? Αντάλλαξε το παρελθόν τους. What does this want? This wasn't what this was playing. Oh well. Do you mind, River? No, I like this one. Alright, let's go then. Οπότε θα δούνε to the moon. Εμείς παίζουμε to the moon και αυτοί θα δούνε to the moon. Hopefully that's enough for an Wait, where is Neil? Hey Neil, φίλε, πού είσαι φίλε? Yo Neil. Εδώ είναι, όχι, αυτός είναι ο Johnny. Did you see to the moon? How was it? It has a bit too much protection for me. I prefer my movies to be a bit more OG, new set. Why? Πού είσαι, Neil? Δεν νόμιζα ότι εκείνος θέλει να ανταλλάξουμε το παρελθόν του, κάτι τέτοιο. To the moon, darling. Oh, Henry. Dear Lord, I'm way too tired and hungry to be constructing movies. Guess I should go see if anything changed with John. Sorry for making you sit through this, buddy. Ναι, πάλι καλά που το είπες. Πού είμαστε, στο μέλλον? Οκ, ναι, είμαστε στο μέλλον του. Μισό λεπτό, πού είναι ο Johnny? Όχι, it's all the same. Και πού είναι ο Dr. Neil? I'll have to try it somewhere else then. This is ridiculous. Lily? Οκ, ναι, είμαστε πίσω στο παρελθόν του είμαστε τώρα. Some things here could work. I don't have time for her right now. Οκ, δεν έχει όρεξη με εκείνους. So did she throw an explanation in your face, huh? Did she? Shut up, dude. What are you guys doing here? It's starting. Let's go get a good sport. Μισό λεπτό, αυτό δεν έγινε στο παρελθόν. Wait, I don't remember that happening. Ναι, αυτό δεν είχε συμβεί στο παρελθόν. Είχαν πάει κάτω. Αυτό δεν είχαν κάνει στο παρελθόν. Something must have changed. Ναι, αυτό δεν είχαν κάνει αυτό στο παρελθόν. Είχαν πάει εδώ μέσα το παρελθόν. Αυτό θυμάμαι. Hey, don't squeeze. Οπότε ναι, πρέπει να πάμε εδώ μέσα, φαίνεται. Εδώ μέσα πρέπει να πάμε. Τι έχουμε εδώ? Προσπαθώ ό,τι μπορώ, παιδιά. Προσπαθώ ό,τι μπορώ. Wait a minute. This isn't a real change. This is... May I have your attention, please? Neil, τι φάση? As you know, I am a respectable sent from NASA in all its glory. and I'm here to tell you all about it. Hit him, Timmy. Ξέρεις να παίζεις πιάνο τώρα εσύ? Wow, that's a terrible. But I disagree. Ναι, ξέρω. Anyways, I know that many of you are wondering what change to have won't have on doing something as awesome and advancing in another realm. To eliminate a sweet veil swim or prepare just climbing at the backstage of the moon. Well, here at NASA, we believe that with enough will, everyone has to the potential. This could be you, or perhaps you, but I don't want to go to the moon. There's your inland. Wait, what? Why not? Why should I? I'm happy here on Earth as it is. Well, don't you wanna go there even a little bit? No, why? Not even a teeny bit? No. Προσπαθεί να βοηθήσει τον Τζόνι τώρα να πάει στο φεγγάρι κάτι. Well, as an officially NASA rescue, I shall go over some facts about the moon. To start off, the moon is 4.5 billion years old. And did you know that it's simply about as big as Africa? It's true. In fact, if you try to dig around the moon. Also, it'll take 1.5 seconds for light to travel to the moon from here. And if you drive a flying car, it makes 130 days. I knew that. Το ήξερες? And last but not least, people who go to the moon get rich and famous. And we all know that rich plus famous and groups. So, what comes my prediction? Remember, NASA welcome any of you, especially if you're a brutalist. Θα μου εξηγήσεις τι σκέφτηκες και έκανες τώρα εκεί πέρα? Well, what did you think? NASA probably would hear you, but I suppose it was blatant enough for this. I do try pretty hard. Are you gonna go see if that works? Of course, be right back. Nope. Σωστά. Back. Report. Utter failure. Douche. Hey, don't get discouraged. I'm sure there are still things to be done. Such as, well... Λοιπόν, πες μου. Είμαστε πίσω εδώ, στο μέλλον. We can't afford to finish building this house, Isabella. We can barely afford... But can you afford the lunar trip lottery? If you sell this house, you sure can. Τι κάνουνε τώρα, τι κάνουνε? Is the thing general? Yes, in fact, Did you know that NASA has excellent Earth care plans? It's true for both you and your squads. Τι κάνουμε, ανταλλάζουμε το παρελθόν τους ή κάτι τέτοιο? Free pony rides in space is back. Τώρα δεν ξέρω τι είπε. Oh look, a wedding, good for you. But where's our riddle? Guess where you should go for the honeymoon? Προσπαθούν να ανταλλάξουν το παρελθόν τους τώρα, το μέλλον τους. River. Γεια σου. Darnick, glass simplery. Johnny! John! Wait, this summer. Whoa. You know what? This just isn't working. It's more than just not working. It's ridiculous. We're freaking processing. I didn't sing up for the job to run around yelling at him like an idiot. You didn't. Look, maybe this lack of sleep getting to us. Had I known that would be an almightier, I would have brought coffee. I agreed. You should have seen the movie I consumed earlier. What movie? Exactly. Anyway, as availability as time is here, this just isn't going anywhere like this. Let's take a break till morning. Hopefully Johnny can hang out till then. I don't have some calls to make. Ώστε τώρα θα ξεκουραστούν. Ναι, χρειάζεται μια ξεκούραση, γιατί πήγαν πάρα πολλά πράγματα να κάνουν για να τον βοηθήσουν στο παρελθόν του και στο μέλλον του. Τι έχουμε εδώ? Α, ξεκουράζονται και απολαύουν το φεγγάρι, όλα αυτά. Τι είναι? It doesn't make sense. Wanting the machine have had no effect. Johnny regretted wish to go to the moon was some simple experiment yet. There wasn't even a trace of him waiting to go to the moon after the transfer. Unless a second literary condition for the dessert was changed in the process. Only then would the same disappear producing two different actions at two different points in time. There's no denying that river played an important role through it all. If there's anything that could case the core to change, she would be the top subject. But out of all things, what actually caused it? River? Just what exactly did you do? Ναι, και εγώ δεν καταλαβαίνω γιατί δεν δούλεψε. Προσπαθεί να φτιάξει το παρελθόν. Α, the sun rises. Ναι. Και τα πουλιά πετάνε. Οι γλάροι πετάνε. We don't have much time left. I wonder if Neil came up with anything. Ώστε τώρα πρέπει να βρούμε που είναι ο Νίο, Yo, Neil, φίλε, πού είσαι? Προσπαθούμε να... Δεν ξέρω, προσπαθεί να φτιάξει το παρελθόν του, να τον βοηθήσει να κάνει κάτι καλό, δεν ξέρω τι προσπαθεί να κάνει. Ah, you can smell that suck, Neil. Run over all the way from here now. Yo, Neil, πού είσαι, φίλε? Neil. but nah. Ma, I don't want to go to school. It's Sunday, dear. Shh. Let them sleep. Ναι, φυσικά. Θα τους αφήσω να κοιμηθούνε. Προσπαθούμε να φτιάξουμε το Προσπαθούμε να βοηθήσουμε τον Johnny, σωστά? How is John doing? Barely hanging on. What are you two doing? We just couldn't make any progress. You better be soon. We don't have long. If you're looking for your college, I think he's in the kitchen. Okay, τότε είναι στην κουζίνα πρέπει να πάμε. Ευχαριστώ για την ειδοποίηση, γιατρέ. Αυτό στα αλήθεια λιγάκι με στεναχωρεί, για να σας πω την αλήθεια, γιατί όταν ήμουν μικρός είχαμε πάει να δούμε το δικό μου παππού στο νοσοκομείο πρωτού γυρίσουμε πίσω στην Αθήνα και δεν ένιωθε καλά. Και αλήθεια είναι ότι όταν ήμουν στο νεκροταφείο να δω τον παππού μου, ήταν ότι ήθελα να του πω ότι θα πηγαίναμε στην Αθήνα όλα αυτά, αλλά ο παππούς μου δεν είχε πεθάνει όταν ήταν στο νοσοκομείο, έζησε. Είχε πεθάνει όμως πριν 4 χρόνια, πριν 5 χρόνια για βασικά, γιατί είμαστε στο 2019, γιατί ήταν πολύ άρρωστος και η γιαγιά μου τον φρόντιζε, του έκανε ό,τι μπορούσε και δεν τα κατάφερε. I suppose. Oh, I was there. Something you wanted to ask. Oh, no. Future? No more questions? Tommy and Sarah? Τι να πω για την Lily? No more questions. Future? This is your full-time job, isn't it? What will you do when this is over? What else is there to do? Find a job in the city and live on sports? It's a shame though. I'm going to miss Johnny and this place. Maybe I'll come back to visit every once in a while. Οπότε, ναι, Tommy, την Lily, you know, isn't pretty only for someone like you to work here. With 2 children and all, I mean, it's not that bad really. There's a school bus that passes through here. But how did you even end up here? Well, a few years ago my husband passed away. What happened? He was in the army. They were the last batch to deployed overseas. Sorry to hear. I panicked. Our savings were low and the job maker was grim. Johnny saw my and offered me this job. I accepted with gratitude. This place was peaceful too. It helped me with my grieving. Doesn't the conversion isn't to war with Windon to help get them back on their feet? They do, and eventually I received it. But by then Johnny was starting to have trouble on his own. He needed my help. Tommy said Sarah liked this place too, and so we stayed. As for Johnny, he wasn't glad as well. We're going to miss him. I think deep down he'll really wanted a family. Mazda. So what are you going to do to tell them about John? I don't know. I probably make something up, but it's not use. Kind are smart nowadays. They'll figure it out. Might as well. It's the naturally of life. There's nothing to hide. No more questions. Oh, hey. No? Before Johnny fell unconscious, he told me that you two would probably be coming soon. He said that he probably would get the chance himself, but he wanted me to tell you thanks for him. So, thank you. Κανένα πρόβλημα τότε. Με συγχωρείς, αλλά πού είναι? Εγώ προσπαθώ να βρω πού είναι ο Νίο. Εδώ είσαι, φίλε. Τι κάνεις? What is it? It seems like our little Johnny here has some hidden records from the old days. Hidden records? Hidden medical records to the exact. Apparently, during his youth, he was administering a large dose of natural beta blockers. Κάτι δεν πάει καλά με τη φωνή μου, παιδιά, okay? And what luck they tend to have this little said effect on our curious things called memories. Beta blockers. Johnny didn't have a heart condition, did he? Apparently not. Which leads on to the wonder if the side effects were enacted to the male release just that to begin with, and in such a large amount. It's impact on his memories at the time of, and must have been significant. You think this was keep us out of his earliest memories? Well, it's not the machine, I'll tell you that. The killing me. So what now? I was just given the percussion that should get us past the blockers. And once we were in his childhood, might finally be early enough to transform his descent for work. Then what are we waiting for? But just one thing. Of course, there's always that one thing. In order to activate the new frequency, we'll need a trigger. Something that exists strongly in the brighter, insidely memory. And well, I'll need to give it to John for to stimulate his memory instantly. But what do we know of that? We've only gotten a glimpse of his childhood memories. And even if we find a childhood photo of something John unconsciously, yeah, back to square one. Πίσω στο square one, you know, this job hasn't been such a pain in the arse for me since Nora's case last year. Likewise. This is killing me. I'm going out to get some fresh air. Forgot my coffee. Receive a not beta blocker. Περίμενε. Και τι είναι αυτό το resolve? Εδώ είμαστε. A pretty cool guy. Οκ, εγώ λέω... Να συνεχίσω λίγο ακόμα, λέω εγώ. Εγώ δεν κάνω τίποτα, άπα. It's seamless. It smells quite barely in the and out of doors. There's a road wreck, Eva. It smells... I know. It's your fault for running over it. What's going on? The children are still sleeping. Wait a minute. That's last memory, the one we were stuck at. It's all the same smell. It was the same smell. Τι είναι, οι πίκλες? What are you two talking about? They are directly linked to the brain system, Lily. Don't you see what this means? What? He means the smell is arguably the most effective sense for memory recall. We can use it as the similar to bring his childhood memories. And the best part, even though Johnny is he's still some... I think I'm missing some vital construction info on this wall thing. Alright, this is good. This is awesome. Now you just need to go for it to piece of the road click. Yeah, just wait. Why should I push it? You're the one who ran over it. Exactly. I've already done my part. Oh, you miserable bastard. If it help anyway, I have a pair of gloves you can borrow. Δεν μπορώ να διαβάσω γρήγορα, κάτι και δεν πάει καλά. They aren't really discoverable gloves, but that's probably changed after this. Οκ, εγώ όμως θα το τελειώσω μέχρι εδώ. Και παιδιά, δεν διαβάζω και πολύ γρήγορα, οκ. Κάτι δεν πάει καλά με τη φωνή μου, πρέπει να πιω λίγο ένα ποτήρι με νερό για να με βοηθήσει η φωνή μου να μιλήσω λίγο πιο γρήγορα. Και να προσπαθήσω... Είμαστε πολύ κοντά στο τέλος, παιδιά, οκ, κρατηθείτε, είμαστε πολύ κοντά στο τέλος. Ελπίζω μπορούμε να βοηθήσουμε στον Τζόνι να πάει στο φεγγάρι, γιατί στην αρχή λέει ότι δεν θέλει να πάει στο φεγγάρι, αλλά τώρα που έχει γεράσει και όλα αυτά λέει ότι θέλει να πάει στο φεγγάρι όλα αυτά. Αλλά θέλουμε να τον βοηθήσουμε να πάει στο φεγγάρι. Αλλά ελπίζω να τα καταφέρουμε. Αν σας άρεσε το βίντεο και θέλετε να δείτε τη συνέχεια, μην ξεχάσετε να βάλετε ένα like και subscribe. Ευχαριστώ, παιδιά, και πάντοτε θα σας δω στο επόμενο βίντεο. Γεια σας!